It's showtime!
Welcome to another episode of Show Me Some Television. This time we are taking a look at Homeland. Now the story behind Homeland is I didn't really follow it. I remember the first season came out and the Golden Globes came out and it got like I think it was 2015, so it'd be like 2012, I guess. And it won, best television series. And there was a lot of hoopla about it, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is something I should check out. If it's that good, then why not, right? But then, I guess the second season came out, and still lots of talk and such like that. So eventually I ended up getting picked up the first season on DVD and decided I was going to check it out. And the reason I think I did the pickup video with this in it a long time ago. And I think it was under $10 or something like that. That's the reason why I picked it up. I figured, I'm going to check out this Homeland thing. So I watched it, and, now that I had the Show Me thing going on, I was looking around for shows to pick up, and I scrolled through and I saw Homeland. I was like, oh, I wonder, how many seasons they had. And they had season 2 on there. So I watched season 2. And then I moved on and eventually watched some other programs, and I came back to it, and Homeland season 3 was there. So I've now watched Homeland Season 1, 2, and 3. I have not seen Homeland Season 4. But normally I wouldn't talk about Season 1 because I watched it on DVD. On Show Me, I only watched Seasons 2 and 3. But for the sake of it, for those who have not watched any Homeland, I will talk about Season 1, 2, and 3. Try not to give any spoilers and let you know what I thought. Essentially, a little bit of what is Homeland. How would you describe it? Well, first off, it's actually based off an Israeli show. You'd be surprised at how many shows in North America are stolen from shows abroad. A lot of them are from the BBC, but this one's from an Israeli show. I think it's called Prisoner of War. And in Homeland, it essentially follows the main character is a CIA operative played by Claire Danes, and a soldier played by Damian Lewis. Now the thing behind the soldier is it's believed that he was killed in Iraq 8 years prior, and he comes back. He sort of shows up, and it's like, oh my god, he's alive. So a lot of it is him dealing with integrating back, in the first season, him integrating back in with his family, while Claire Danes believes that he is a plant, like a sleeper agent, sort of like a double agent. Sometimes, basically, he's working now for the enemy because for whatever reason, he was tortured, he was turned, whatever. Essentially, the CIA, that's their job. They turn people, and they come around to that. So the first season is essentially about Claire Danes trying to, get the proof or something like that, trying to convince people that Damian Lewis is this enemy agent, and he is essentially trying to get integrated back into society, back into his family, so there's all that turmoil. So you got two sort of separate stories that are playing out while at the same time being, interwoven. 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 right off the bat, I did not like Claire Danes' character. I didn't believe her character. I didn't think it made any sense. Because what you learn is she's bipolar. And she's not just a little bipolar. She's crazy bipolar. Like, for somebody in her type of a role, and she's managed to hide it from the CIA, which I would have thought for field agents and stuff like that, they would be having like regular medical stuff, and you know, their spy agency, their whole thing is knowing stuff. So somehow she's managed to, because apparently she's a super spy, managed to keep this from anybody knowing. And considering what we see in this season, I find that really hard to believe, because if she wasn't bipolar and she was acting like this, you would still think there was something wrong, even if there wasn't, and essentially you would can her. She would never be able to work in the type of roles that she is. And the big problem with this first season is she is so going after this soldier character who, honestly, there's no evidence, real evidence saying that there's anything wrong with him. And she, despite all that, because she has a, like a gut feeling, is going after him. And so this whole first season is this spy from the CIA essentially trying to, wreck this guy's life. Now, it does turn out, that, yeah, there is some truth to it. Moving on, you get through the second season, and people have found out about her disorder. She's getting some help, people are still learning. She still, is looking for this whole soldier guy, and, she ends up in a relationship with him. I am giving a lot of spoilers. I'm sorry. There's a lot of spoilers going on here. He goes in, for politics. Eventually some stuff goes down, and you're just like, okay, fine, so she was right. We already knew she was right, because we, as the audience, know, but there's nothing going on here. It just makes no sense. Then you get to the third season, and essentially he's decided that, no, I am an American, let's do it. And there is some bad stuff that happens down at CIA headquarters, and they believe he's the one who did it. She doesn't believe he's the one who did it, and there's this big, huge, and honestly, the beginning of season 3, I was really like, oh my god, seriously, this makes no sense. But then you sort of learn a few things, and there's this big plan going on, and eventually it ends up being really interesting about how the CIA works, and essentially, how they deal with these foreign governments, and how they aren't so much, I don't know, it's odd. The biggest problem I had with, again, the season 3 is they're still using this crazy CIA agent. Now, in this instance, they kind of have to for a lot of stuff, because she is she's got this relationship with the soldier, Nicholas Brody, and so yeah, I don't know, but I'll be right back. Yeah, so I haven't seen season 4. I don't know what to expect from season 4. But going through season 1 through 3, I don't know how it got the praise that season 1 did. Honestly, it bugged me. It really, really bugged me. After season 1, had anybody said, should I watch this program, I totally would have been like, no, honestly, no. Don't bother with it. But after season 2, I can honestly say that season 2 is a lot of, if you liked season 1, you'll like season 2, because there's a lot of similar stuff going on. There's one definitely influences 2 more than 1 and 2 influence 3, even though that, you know, being that it is a series, that obviously there's going to be some there, but it's not as much. Season 3, on the other hand, outside of the beginning, does play off as being something that you can enjoy by itself almost. Of course, you'd want to see Season 1 and Season 2 before Season 3, because there's a lot of... I don't know what you would say. There's a lot of references and things that happen in the first 2 seasons that influence Season 3. So it's best to know those than to just jump into Season 3. But Season 3 sort of plays off as sort of a standalone type thing. It's more like 24 than Seasons 1 and 2 were, if you will. But that being said, are Seasons 1 and 2 were, you know, good enough to stick around to get to Season 3? I don't know. If I hadn't, honestly, if Seasons 2 and 3 weren't for free on Shomi, I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't buy them to watch them. I didn't catch them on television, and I probably wouldn't catch them on television. The ability to binge watch these things using the Shomi service is, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. My biggest problem with the Homeland is the Claire Danes character. Everybody kept talking about how good her acting and all this kind of stuff was in it, and honestly, to me, Damian Lewis as the troubled, tortured war vet, he is like, there's a reason for his. And yes, Claire Danes was bipolar. She's got, you know, mental problems, but I can't put that with somebody in the CIA, because she is too important to be allowed to be dealing with these type of things. She's dealing with international higher-ups and events, and things she's involved in should not be left up to people who may just be like, I'm not feeling like it today, which is exactly what her character is like. She can be on target and then she's just like, no, I'm not doing that. And it's like, seriously, why hasn't she been killed yet? Like, why hasn't the CIA taken her out? Because honestly, if I was in charge of the CIA, I would have been like, just shoot her. We'll make it look like an accident, because she's driving me nuts. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I don't know if that gives you an idea or lets you know what it's like, but that is my impressions of Homeland Seasons 1, 2, and 3. If I get to Season 4, you'll see it on another video. If I don't know that I'd say it's a loss. So, it's all up to show me whether I can see Season 4 or not, because I don't think I'm going to see it any other way. Anyways, till next video, guys, take care and watch some television.